Welcome back. You're listening to Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasPhoneNetRadio.com. The final frontier of free speech, where we can say whatever the fuck we want.
And we do, cocksuckers. All right, we are here in studio with April from Atomic April's Glam Salon. And it's AtomicAprilsGlamSalon.com, right?
Yeah, you know, it used to be Atomic April's Glam Salon until I downsized. Now I guess more, I guess.
It is glam.com, right?
Yeah, it's kind of Glam Studio now.
But the website is glamsalon.com?
It's Atomic April's Glam.
Glam, okay.
Right.
.com.
And we're walking testimonies to the work, the incredible work that she can do.
We are.
If you need an ego boost, if you're going out for something special and you just want, if you're going to a nightclub and you want some glitz in your hair or anything like that, she's inexpensive and she'll work with you, and she's got so many great little goodies.
You know what I loved is, like, I sat in the chair and she just, like, put her hands through it and she's like, okay, I know what I'm doing. You know, like she got the feel,
vision,
like the vibe was there, and then she went, okay, I know.
I think we all did that. We just let her her do whatever she wanted. So all of our looks come from her.
And
own
she's doing
creativity.
Mama's hair, and she goes, oh, it's porn star hair.
Without knowing, by the way, that Mama is our very own amateur porn star.
It wasn't my fault.
I told her it's because she exudes a cocksucking aura.
I don't know.
She's our favorite little cocksucker.
I mean, like 150, 60, 70, I don't know, 1,000 people have seen it, so I don't know.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I'd like to know, wait a minute, I'd like to know in that number, like how many people looked at it today, and jacked off, and they're like, oh, I gotta go see that again. And they go back the next day to jack off again.
I don't know. I don't care.
I won't tell you how many times I've watched
it. Might be one person 150,000 times. I don't know.
Do you ever go back and watch it again? You're like, oh, look. Oh, man, next time I'm gonna...
Honestly, I don't watch them. There's, I think, 8 videos now, and I don't watch them. Other than parts, like when he's doing editing where he'll cut, like, some part, you know, you like...
Shift change.
Yeah, something happens or you move or, you know, you laugh all of a sudden for no reason, you know, those kind of things that happen in real life. He'll cut that out. But he'll say, look at this part right here. And I'm like... Okay.
You know what? I'll tell you, it's hot because we know a lot of girls in the industry. We have a lot of them on the show. I was like one day going, you know, I needed to find some masturbation material. So I type in, you know, BBW porn or whatever. Oh boy. I see a lot of people I know. So, but the worst is to find your own.
Oh my God.
My own. Like somebody put me on X-Hamster and I didn't know, but it's stuff I had done years ago. But anyway, and it's like, I don't think I can masturbate to my friends.
Oh my God. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to masturbate to my friends.
I have to find somebody I don't know.
No.
I do not have that problem.
No. What I think is awesome now is you can actually Google my thing because it's hot ass BBW mama, and you can Google that and like they go beep, beep, beep.
Wow.
And they all come
awesome.
And haven't people even reposted it on other websites now?
They have, yeah. I don't even know where it's at anymore.
That is the notorious part of the whole thing because I did a few videos years ago, like they were private people. In other words, like I got paid for a private investor for their sites. Even in like Australia and Europe, I did some stuff. But it comes up like on X-Hamster, or there's some other BBW video, you know, like
Bounty Hunter.
Yeah. Well, I did some direct stuff for BBW Hunter.
No.
I've done some direct stuff.
April, have you done anything crazy like that?
Have I ever put anything on there? A long time ago I did.
I did,
but it's not under anything. And I got so freaked out that I emailed the webmaster. I'm like, please take down this video. It was years.
Were you like young and stupid? Young and stupid?
It was. I mean, I don't even remember the website.
Was it just you, or
no? It was like live with a room with people scrolling, going, "Oh my God, that's a video." I'm like, "No, it's not." You know, what I'm supposed to do? Hold up a newspaper next to my pussy with a date? You know, but
it was like a ransom note.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this pussy is real. You know, that must have been over 13, 14 years ago. You know, it's fun though. But I mean, it's, you know, it's masturbation material, you know.
Yeah, but I just wonder who's the person that goes on and posts your shit all over the place. Like yours is posted in different places now. Mine,
it's
like
fans.
Who does it that says, oh, let me take this video on X-Hamster and move it over to Hunter? I mean, who does that? I don't know.
they probably find the links. People who find these sites,
Like the
find
people who
links
maybe the
and
webmasters go looking for that stuff for content. Maybe. Yeah.
It's possible.
links
Yeah, I
through
didn't
links
think
through
about
links.
that.
You can trace all that stuff
Yeah.
somehow.
If you want to do all the work for it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not a porn star, which is
No,
rare for us.
definitely not.
Yeah. Considering, usually half the people in the room are porn stars.
No.
You're not a cam model.
No.
You ever thought about it or anything like that? 'Cause
Oh,
you're
yeah.
so pretty.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't see myself that way, but I think it'd be fun to
By
be
the
a
end of the
cam
night,
model, I
she's going to
think.
go, I'm hot, and you know it.
She is so hot.
She is.
Though.
Amber, I do
So,
you. I mean, April, I do you.
I don't know. It's oh, you're so sweet.
And I'm
That's the
filming.
nicest thing somebody said.
And I'm filming for X Hamster.
No, but these cam girls get the stuff. I think that we were talking about that earlier. They get like piles of stuff. I mean, they ask for it, they wish for it, but it makes me think, okay, I'm going to show you my tits. So send me an iPad, and then all of a sudden you show them your tits, and what if they cancel the order? That's what I think about. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I showed you my tits. Where's my iPad?
Well, you wait till you get it in the mail.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Or you work one of the sites where they got to put their credit card in and they get charged by the minute.
Now,
Oh, well,
it's
yeah.
not like
Oh,
we
my
have
God.
to tell you
Yeah.
this, though, because you are your own media firestorm. I mean,
Yeah.
you do a lot of media for
I
yourself, and you're really good at it, and you're starting a new venture.
I am. I'm starting a
In your
radio
media.
show.
That's right. Right here on
Tuesday.
VegasSummitRadio.com.
Oh my gosh.
You'll be able to catch Atomic April
Yes.
every Tuesday at 3, giving you beauty tips and how to just bring some glam into your life and make yourself
Absolutely.
feel and look wonderful.
Can you give us an idea of some of the topics you're planning, or
Yes.
like what's on your agenda so people know?
I'm still doing the format, but right now I have somebody that's joining me, a girlfriend that's joining me. She's a fabulous actress. She's a total glamazon. She her name is Marianne, and she's coming on as Mary Glam.
Oh.
So I'm excited to have her with me, kind of as a voice of the client, because a lot of the times I kind of forget and start talking so technical, because I'm
Right.
also on the State Board of Cosmetology. So when I start talking hair to people, sometimes I get really over technical, and it's nice to have somebody bring you back down to earth and say, well, what do I do with my hair? And I can start talking about aniline derivative, color, and pH, and someone's like, I'm not getting it,
Yeah.
Give me no blonde, red, smooth.
This box
frizzy.
good, this
So,
box bad.
Yeah, exactly. No box, no box. This good box, this not good box. But yeah, we're having something called, the glambulance, and you talk about, we're going to be talking about,
The glam.
I'm a
love that.
glambulance. It's like, I'm stuck. I need something that looks great for my hair. I haven't washed my hair in a million years. I've just got asked out. I'm at work and my hair's completely greasy. What can I do between, I have, MacGyver it. I've got a lip gloss, I've got some hand cream and a sink. How can I make my hair look fabulous, on my last minute date?
Oh, is that awesome?
I
I
would
just
do the-
throw
Yeah.
you things. It's kind of like
Yeah.
what they did on Apollo
I
13.
do like the 80s
Yeah.
80s lady pullback where it's all greased down and
scary. But I mean, there are things you can do. It's like if you're trying to make tendrils and you have curly hair, a little bit of hand cream will do it for you. You'd be surprised. Lip gloss, a little lip gloss under your eyes, on your forehead will smooth out your wrinkles. So yeah, you'd be really. We'll just make sure it's clear.
Oh, you need to write a book.
Yeah, that would be great. I would love it. So it's like, the glambulance to the rescue. We're going to be talking about product recommendation, how important it is to, when you go to a salon and you get your hair done, not just by me, but by, anybody or any kind of beauty professional. I mean, they do sell things there, but they use things by professional recommendation, and professional recommendation is so important. If you're not going to care for your hair, skin, nails in the way that we instruct you to, then you might as well write me a check, leave, and go put box color at home. I'm sure that that you tell them how to take care of it. They don't take care of it. They come back to you. You said it would stay in. Well, did you follow the rules? So things like that, and a lot of fun guests, giveaways, prizes. We're going to be hopefully having little events and get-togethers, and I'd love to be able to have you girls on the show. Girls, did you say girls? I guess we separated as girls and boys. We'd be girls, but
we're down for that.
yeah. And the glam guys. I'm going to have some glam guys
The
on.
metrosexual.
I want to see that.
Yeah,
I want to
glam
see
guys.
Metrosexual.
There's a lot of glam guys,
And they got all the frosted tips.
Totally. Well, there are some really glam guys who really do take care of themselves, and some guys forget there's a special out right now. Well, not a special, but a movie out right now. I think it's on Netflix. It's called Mansome, and it was Mansome, and Jason Bateman produced it, and it's
I love
fabulous.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, him and the other guy from Arrested Development.
I love that. I just fell in love with that show.
Yeah, it's fabulous. And if you are a guy and you love, to take care of yourself, you need to watch this Mansome. It's amazing.
So one of our big fans, Vendetta, he wants to know, what do you recommend for African American male skin? Are there any makeup tips for them?
Makeup tips. There is something, and I believe I remember the name for it. It's called Man Cup, and it's men makeup, and I will find the link and get it for you, and it's absolutely fabulous. But I always recommend the Graftobian I was telling you about. Any kind of HD makeup. Makeup Forever has an HD makeup in a stick, and for African American skin, any skin, just to give it that HD finish is absolutely gorgeous. And you can get it, if he's local, you can get it at the Venetian. It's kind of hard to find, but you can find it.
Can you spell it?
It's the Makeup Forever, and it's in a stick. So it's just Makeup Forever, and it's the stick foundation, and it's fabulous.
Now,
is that the Graftopia? Or is that different?
And Graftobian as well. That's another professional. You can go to cinemasecrets.com, Graftobian. And that's
Graftobian.
Graftobian.
Like utopian.
Yeah.
Right. And that's another very, kind of professional cinema secret brand that you can get. That's great for concealing in HD. Just blend.
Now, are you afraid that if you give away all these secrets that people won't come to you anymore?
No, because I want them to come to me so I can show them how to use it. So it enhances because then they're going to, if they care about their skin, they're going to care about their hair. They're going to do all kinds of fun things. And hopefully their friends, coworkers, and family will say, wow, what are you doing differently? And what can I do? So hopefully I can be their little secret to, come to me. It just, spread the word.
Now, how long have you been doing makeup and hair and all that?
Over 28 years. I started inventorying Moondrops lipstick at 4 at my grandparents' beauty supply distribution company.
Oh, so your whole family is in the beauty business.
Yeah, if I took blood, it would be hair dye. So, yeah.
It's red number 7 is what it is.
Yes, exactly.
I'm actually RR4.
Oh, very good. You guys know these things.
So at age 4 is when you first got into the makeup thing. Did you have your own little kit? Did you have a cinema kit when you were like 4?
I did. Well, my dad is amazing. What he would do is he would bring home the palettes, the tester palettes that they would get in. So instead of just having like a bottle of makeup, I'd have the palettes of makeup in my room just lined up, and my friends would be all, do my hair, do my makeup, so it's from way back.
You had no choice.
I had no choice. My dad was the one who showed me that makeup removes makeup. If you want to remove something, you don't remove it with a blank sponge. You use a little makeup on a sponge to remove it. So it was all my dad.
Well,
my dad did it all.
That's a good question. Now, everyone talks about putting the makeup on.
Right.
But you can't leave this on forever. You've got to take it off at some point, otherwise you're going to kill your face.
Absolutely.
What's the best way to remove makeup without destroying the moisture that's in your face? Because sometimes I've noticed those makeup removers they're not just removing makeup, they're removing like 6 years worth of oil out of your face.
That's a great point.
You're going to be flaky for the next 7 years.
And I'll tell you why. Depending on your skin, and of course this is according to your skin type. It's like you're oily, you're medium, you're dry, you're extra dry. You're going to run the gamut of that. But regardless, when you slough makeup off your skin, you strip what's called the acid mantle, and you disturb the acid mantle on your skin. So your skin thinks it's in trouble, so it's going to start overproducing oil. So a lot of the time people say, I take my makeup off and the next morning my face is like grease. I'm like, well, add a little moisturizer. It'll rebalance that pH in your skin and normalize
Add
it.
moisturizer while you're taking your makeup off. Is that what you're saying?
Afterwards. So after you've patted it dry, don't wipe. Pat it dry and add a little moisturizer. There's a lot of really good moisturizer, and I really suggest that.
So not hand cream.
In a pinch, in a MacGyver situation, you know, in a MacGyver situation, you're in a hotel far away. You have no moisturizer. You can't do anything. A little, it's not going to kill you.
My
for a couple
Aveeno
nights.
Intense Hand Relief, not good for my face.
You know, in a pinch, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt you for 1 or 2 nights. But, you know, I suggest that even if you don't go, because I hate facials, with the type that you go into a salon with. Anyway,
really, I love to get facials.
The time you go, I can't sit still to have my face like sit there and massage. I'm like, slap the shit on and get me out the door. I can't stand it. I'll just slap it on and I'm out.
You're like an egg white kind of girl. Just put it on because it dries real fast. I can peel it off.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like that. But it's great to go in and just get a consultation and let them tell you, oh, you know what, your skin's dry. You need this, that, and the other. And then you can kind of do some research and find out what you like. But there's one product I have to say, the best eye makeup remover I have ever used is Mary Kay.
I have that. It's fabulous, isn't it?
Hands down. And Mary Kay was always like the taboo in our neighborhood. It's it's the Mary Kay lady. Hide. We're not here. That and the gardener who wants to be paid.
Their oil-free makeup remover. It's just one swipe. You take off everything. Everything.
I am so bad about taking my makeup off at night.
Really?
Oh, I am so bad about just getting to bed and just do it.
Sometimes it's not a horrible thing because that moisture, you're falling asleep and it doesn't kill you. Have you ever fallen asleep with your makeup on and you woke up the next morning and you're like, God, I look great.
Yes.
But not because your makeup's still on, but your skin looks great. Well, it kind of preserved the acid mantle overnight. It doesn't.
That's my excuse for not taking my makeup off.
I'm preserving my acid mantle.
I'm preserving my acid
for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what kind of makeup I wear. I go to bed with it on. I'm going to wake up with half of it, all of it from one side of my face on the other side of my face.
On the pillow.
And it'll be streaked kind of down. I'm going to look a little bit like a two-faced Joker, just kind of acid wash, grease sort of puddle going on. It's not pretty.
I can wake up and go like this. And go.
Yeah.
I can't.
Me too.
I can't do that. I wake up, I got mascara in my teeth.
No,
it's not pretty.
And a lot of times because I wear the lip dye,
yes,
I go like this, and my lipstick's still there. I'm good to go.
Yeah, so funny. Yeah, I can do that.
Do you remember the old Albolene cream? My mom chronically used this Albolene cream, and you can get it at the store, and you put it on your face, and she never washed it. She just used this cream to get it off, and now and again I'll use it, and it preserves that acid mantle of your skin. It saves your skin, and every esthetician out there is probably screaming at me through their computers, but I have to say it works it works theatrics. It's fabulous, and it'll get Sharpie off your counter too.
You know, years ago,
Nice.
it's a magic eraser for your face.
It is literally. It's wonderful.
A friend of mine that I used to work with in Michigan, her sister was she was a makeup artist, and she did some of the local TV shows and stuff. But tell me what this is. She said that after you put your makeup on, she'd always tell me to spray with Evian water.
Well,
what does that do?
It sets it. I mean,
does it? Water?
Some people say it sets it because of the minerals in it, but everybody's got their little wives' tale.
I got you.
You
So
know
it's
what I
not
mean?
necessarily.
No,
Okay, I was always wondering. She wanted me to buy this bottle of Evian to do this.
Some people use Evian. Some people set. You have to set with some mineral. If you have to set. Remember, the closer your makeup is to natural, the more you can have problems with it. So a lot of people can't use that mineral.
Wait. You said the closer it is to natural,
the more allergies or aversions you may have to it.
Okay.
Right.
Because it's not made hypoallergenic like some other makeups are made.
Right. It's like
wow.
there's so many natural things in it. People are, I have allergies to this, that, and the other. It has a flower of this or a petal of that, or So, but it just, it depends. Use something you like. Get with a professional. There are some great makeup artists in this town. There really are.
We have quite a few questions in chat here.
Yeah, so Callie Guy, who is my fabulous, wonderful, fantastic other half, whom I'm going to spew about later in the show, he wants to know what you think of a product called Mudd, M-U-D-D. He said it was the most thorough cleaning he ever got and pulled out every single blackhead.
That's a pretty old school product. That's an old school product.
He's a pretty old school dude.
Yeah, Mudd's good. Mudd is it's kind of like the sister product of the Queen Helene mint julep mask. If you remember the Queen Helene, it's great stuff. I mean, like I said, guys have such different skin than women do.
Do they still sell Mudd?
I think they do. I think they do. I know that he can get.
Is
he
it
can still get
harsh?
the queen. No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
And Appleboy wants to know how effective is are the following products: Purasilk and Belagenics cream.
I'm not familiar with either one of those, but I'd be more than happy to read up on them and get back to him or let you know, and you can put it on your website if he wants to email you. I'd be happy to look them up. I'm not familiar with either one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, send us an email, Appleboy, to info@SinCityBounty.com, and we'll forward that to April, and she can look into it for you.
Absolutely.
I remember back in the day, I used to use the a pre-apricot facial scrub.
That stuff was awesome.
I love that stuff.
That used to be my favorite thing
awesome.
to use.
You know what? I still
You
buy
know
the
what?
samples, the little samples in the dollar bin or the sample bin at the CVS or whatever
Yeah,
like
I
that.
used to use the St. Ives. St. Ives had this apricot body scrub that
Oh,
was
yeah.
fabulous. I can't use it anymore because I got serious eczema now, and if I slough off any skin, it turns into alligator skin. It's
Try oregano oil for your eczema.
Ooh.
Oregano oil.
Really?
The other product that I really like is Physoderm,
Physoderm's the bomb.
right?
I love
the green
Physoderm.
bottle.
Yeah.
Physoderm in the green bottle.
Cetaphil, Physoderm, all this, because all those are neutrally pH'd.
Right.
You know.
Is Physoderm a cleanser or a
Yes,
a
it's a cleanser.
moisturizer?
Do you remember it used to be like bright green
Yes.
with the little checker things on
Is
it?
it's
you
not
know?
like that anymore?
Is it?
I haven't bought it in like forever.
Now
But
let me
I-
ask you this question: what if I walk into a Walgreens or a CVS,
Mhm.
what's a good over-the-counter moisturizer?
You know, I use such professional products. I personally use like the H2T, which is one it's called head to toe. I love their moisturizers. I think they're fabulous. But if you were going to go in there, go to Whole Foods. I mean, there used to be a brand called Zia that was wonderful, and they had a fabulous eye cream. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with grabbing some, Neutrogena or a little Olay
Okay.
just to get you by. It's like it surely doesn't hurt. I would absolutely do your research though. There are some wonderful products out there that are cost effective, that aren't, all over the place. A lot of the times with like the Olay products and whatnot, what happens is there's products in it that keep the product fresh, that dry out your skin. So you put it on, and they're called buffers. And actually, I'm writing an article about conditioners. It's the same thing with skincare. There's buffers that keep the product fresh in the bottle for days and days and days, that will keep it fresh, if moisture gets in there and whatnot. Preservatives.
Right.
And those preservatives will dry out your skin in a moisturizer. So you're
Oh.
putting it on, and you're like, why am I getting so dry? I better use the $20 more advanced Olay. So they keep making these products, to get you to buy. And I mean, that's kind of like the way of the world of cosmetics.
Okay.
Um,
Cali Guy wants to know where he can find mud because he can't find it anymore.
have you tried
Googling it?
yeah, have you tried like Amazon, or also Vermont Country Store may have it as well.
Vermont Country Store.
Actually tell him to try Ball Beauty Supply on Fairfax in Los Angeles. They have everything. A lot of dead stock, a lot of old vintage stuff that they're still making.
And they might know where to find.
They might know
might
where to
know
find it. Ball
right?
Beauty Supply in Los Angeles, on Fairfax.
Babe, you got to go to the antique store.
I could give him possibly an alternative. Like, they started making Gee, Your Hair Smells Terrific again.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
yeah, like things like that. And Agree. You remember Agree?
Oh,
I remember
Oh my
Agree.
God, I loved Agree. That stuff was awesome. It stripped every piece of henna out of my hair. I mean, that stuff was amazing for its time. Now it's pert, but
Same thing though, right?
kind of, it is the same thing. I tell my very hormonal 13-year-old,
Right.
to get to use that pert.
Appleboy, I don't think April knows about breast enlargement cream.
Well, actually, no. No.
And none of us need to use it, so we can't make a recommendation.
I do.
Well,
When we
breast
find a
enlargement-
recommendation, we'll let you know.
What you need is breast lift cream.
So,
She wears
I
it
heard that
long. Just use a lot of eye cream, eye lift.
well, so his question
Hormone
is,
cream.
I want to
Hemorrhoid
know
cream.
how Touch Me products work. I mean, the breast enlargement cream, because my mom really wants it.
My mom really wants
Let me
it.
talk about dandruff. Like, I don't have
Okay.
dandruff, but I know people that do, and then of course they buy the over-the-counter stuff that
Right.
can be really strong. Is there something natural
Well,
that you could use on your scalp?
Are you gonna explain that what most people think is dandruff is not really dandruff?
Oh, did I tell you about that?
No, my sister's a hairstylist.
Okay.
And so she bitches
So, yeah,
about it all
tell
the
us
time.
about
She's
this.
like, that's not hair, that's not dandruff. These people don't know what the hell they're talking about.
She's right, because a lot of the time it's yeast.
What?
The first thing I do
You
is
have a yeast infection of the head?
yes. Yes, and I thought this guy who came in
Gotta
one
keep
day.
I got all that funky pussy.
I swear to God, I thought that he was gonna fall on the floor. I said, and he had it around here, and I can see it kind of flaking around his nose too. And so I'm like, I don't think that's dandruff. And I said, but I can definitely recommend something. I go, are you familiar with Monistat? And I thought his girlfriend was gonna just die in the chair.
my
I said, go to the
God.
99-cent store, go get some, cheapy yeast infection stuff, and just put it on your scalp and see if that works first. If that takes care of it, yay. If not, a lot of people want to jump on the tea tree wagon.
Tea tree can burn.
But
exactly.
How do you
Tea
know?
tree can
How can you
burn.
tell if it's yeast? First of all, I got two questions.
Sure.
How does yeast get in your hair? How do you get a yeast infection in your head?
It's moisture. Wherever there's moisture in skin, you can get yeast.
Will you rub a fatty roll and then you reach up and run your fingers through
Well,
your
yeah,
hair?
I got that. Okay.
Okay.
And how do you know the difference between yeast and dandruff?
Dandruff usually flakes. Yeast is more close to the head and looks like a peeling. Not.
Oh, I've
it's
seen
unappealing peeling.
Yeah. Like
know?
it's not flaky.
It looks
Right,
kinda
and
like
it's
a
also
thick-
a little moister than dandruff is dry.
Did you work on his hair?
No, I wasn't doing his hair. I was doing his fiance's hair. But he happened to be standing there, and I'm watching these things on his head. I'm like, have you ever thought you should do something with vagina head? Vagina head. But
That just amazes me because I've seen
yeah.
some people with. But I know because I've looked. I know exactly the kind of flaking you're talking about,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking like, oh, there's more people that have that think they have that.
yeah, it's true. It's really, really, really true.
It's really gross.
And you can see it at the back of the neck. Usually they get it at the back of the neck too.
But
and you got to watch it.
The problem is that it's so common out here because it's not a dry heat in Vegas. So many people think it's a dry heat, but for half of the summer we're in monsoon season, so it's like 85% humidity
True.
and it's 110.
Is
and
it
that
come from
will
like
make-
not totally your hair not drying or just
No, I mean think about it. The guy, he leaves his house, he doesn't take a shower, he puts a hat on, he's out all day long. He takes
Mhm.
pours a cup over his head in the middle of the day, because it's 120 degrees. Put the hat back on. He might not, get into a shower and scrub that head for, all day
people
long.
that have weaves can get that problem,
Yeah.
huh?
That's a whole other
Yeah,
ball of wax
because-
under those
Ooh,
braids and stuff
yeah.
like that. It can happen, but that's just from lack of stimulation and the skin's exfoliating, and that's a whole other ball of wax.
Wendy of Neverland gave us the
The one
eyes,
eyes,
the
astonished eyes.
yeah.
Which one about the yeast?
It might
But,
it's not dandruff. It could be a yeast infection.
99-cent store, use it for a week, 10 days, see if it works. If it works, great. If not, go get a little, I'm telling you, go get a little thing of Head and Shoulders, see if it takes care of it. You know what I mean? It's really that simple, especially for guys. For women who really have a dandruff problem, I suggest, and for guys too, go to your salon, go to your professional, have them take a look at it, do a couple scalp massages, see if that helps. Get that out. Brush your hair. Brush it really, really well. Then do your treatments. A lot of the time they just put it on while they're just slapping the crap on top. Brush it out first. Brush it all out first.
Yeah,
Get a big white tooth comb.
Yeah, a big white tooth comb or a nice soft, bristled brush. Super soft nylon bristled brush. No natural bristles when you're dealing with dandruff because you don't want it to stick to the brush.
Right,
You want
right,
the
right.
nylon
Back,
bristles
yeah.
that you can rinse out afterwards or sanitize. And a lot of people don't do that. They don't sanitize their brushes. Clean those brushes.
Now let me. Okay, I got a lot of questions. I'm sorry.
That's sure. Ask away, man.
Years ago, a hairdresser that I had
In your
been
mic,
going
please.
to.
In your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. She had told me it was a $40 hairbrush. I can't remember what kind, but she was like, the
Boar
more you.
bristle.
It is boar's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the more you use it, the more your natural oils get in your hair.
Sure.
It's better for you. Now tell me about cleaning that.
Well, boar bristle brushes, they're natural.
Right.
So you've got to really clean those because
With shampoo?
Yeah, with
Okay,
shampoo.
that's
and
what
just
I
let
have
them
been
dry.
using,
Sure,
so.
sure. But make sure, but if they can also spread disease. So you have to, not disease, but if you have a scalp problem, those bristles are porous because they're natural. So they're going to, like a sable brush when you do nails.
If you have vagina head and you get rid of vagina head, your boar bristle will bring vagina head back.
Well, I don't have vagina head, and I was told that helps with if I use natural oils in my hair to grow. Just clean it.
Just clean it very well. Yeah, people I've seen.
I don't have vagina head.
My research on it.
No vagina head allowed. I know she does not have vagina head. I concur. She does not.
Some of the other people that I've talked to who have boar's heads and to keep them clean is they actually use an
boar bristle.
Yep, sorry, boar bristle. Boar's head is meat, and that's all.
That's okay. The meathead. We'll just call them meathead.
They use an antimicrobial or an antibacterial dog shampoo on it, and that will, because it's the same.
Because the natural.
Because it's the same type of hair, boar hair and dog hair is essentially the same. It'll help keep it cleaner and keep the microbes and crap out.
If you're really interested in cleaning brushes, you can look on the State Board of Cosmetology website and look, and it'll tell you all about sanitation. It'll tell you how to sanitize.
Well, it's like I guard this brush with my life. It's a $40 fucking hairbrush. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
clean it and let it dry naturally.
Who pays $40 for a hairbrush?
Yeah.
I would.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I did.
If it's worth it.
I
Absolutely.
Nice brush. Yeah.
It is. Remember in Bewitched, you'd see Samantha brushing her hair 100 times,
And in Little House on the Prairie, they used to do that and then braid it up at night.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. I love that show.
No one wants to know why my boyfriend knows that the brand name of that brush is Mason Pearson.
Oh God, those brushes are a fortune. Mason Pearson brushes could run up to
300
to start.
Are they worth it?
It's a brush.
So my $40 brush is okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a brush.
What about my $3 brush from the Family Dollar?
How about the 99-cent one I bought?
My husband still has his little brush that's like falling apart in the bathroom. It's like peeling. It's a little mini goody brush. And if that thing disappeared, that he'd have a stroke.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Where's my brush? Where's my brush?" It's falling apart. I've looked online for like one that's similar. I could just replace it. You'd know.
All right. Before we should have taken a break like 4 minutes ago, but I want to do this whole beauty your business thing. AtomicAprilsGlam.com.
Correct.
So you can go get beautified. If you need any information, you can go to your website and email you from there. Correct?
Absolutely.
So if you have questions
@gmail.
directly, you can always directly email April, or you can send them through us. That way we're in the know, and then we'll forward them to April. So that would be great. You didn't do hair for a while.
No, I didn't.
You stopped.
I did. I stopped.
And decided to go somewhere else.
I did. I stopped and I went and worked for America Online for 10 years.
Why?
In Washington, D.C. It's like life just kind of took me elsewhere. I was out of one marriage and I'm like, you know what? I'm fried. I'm in L.A. I'm burnt out. I can't do this anymore. I can't do one more air kiss or look at one more person with fucking platform shoes. I got to get the fuck out of here. So I did. I got on a plane, moved to Fort Lauderdale, figured out what I wanted to do, found some friends who were moving to D.C., moved to D.C., worked at the Library of Congress for a little while and looked for a job, taught myself computers, and got a job at America Online as a developer back in the day. Yeah, it was
back
a lot
in the
of
day
fun.
when development was just HTML.
It really was. It was all the proprietary stuff. So when I left AOL, they're like, "Oh, so do you do this, this, and that?" It's like, "Oh, I do all this AOL proprietary stuff. I know nothing." Which really sucks. They get the virgin programmers that know nothing, so you have no bad habits, and But it was fabulous. It was back in the day where internet people were folks. They were the folks.
And then, so what put you back into doing hair again?
I was kind of thrown back in. My mom took ill. I was living in Washington, D.C. with my son, and my mom took ill and said, I need your help out here. So I hopped a plane, came on out. My uncle kind of twisted my arm to get back into the corporate end of the beauty industry, my grandparents' company that they've had for so long out here. And I started taking clients on the side, and I just kind of accidentally built a clientele again, and started the Pop Tinsel company, that semi-permanent sparkling hair accessory, tie in, tie out, good for 3 to 103. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. That kind of sucked me back in, and I just started taking clients and kind of accidentally got back into it.
Can we talk about Pop Tinsel?
Sure.
Is this your development, or is it?
Yeah, it was a company started by me and my husband, and it was about 2006 where we found this little product. It was literally a party favor from Thailand, and they would do it in the streets as for festivals, and it was dying out, and I thought, I could take it and market the crap out of this here. So I had the forum on whether to do that, and my husband kind of did the financial backing, and I kind of came in with the marketing, and together we built this company and just blew it up, and we got a lot of celebrity endorsement. We got the Maloofs, Adrienne Maloof from Housewives of Beverly Hills. She wore it, and she tweeted Oprah with it, and it was exciting. There was a lot of excitement. We did the Oscars and the Emmys, and all these people, and it was really, really, it was super fun. It was just a lot of fun doing it, and it just it started in its infancy, and it's kind of still in its infancy with people finding it, and they get that sparkle, like your daughter. She's seeing it for the first time. God. So it's kind of coming.
And when I pick the kids up from school, there is one lady, and she's a little bit older, but very, very hot mama. But she always has that in her hair.
Really?
No matter what day of the week it is, she's got her tinsel in her hair. Yeah.
Awesome.
Really
I love her. Yeah. That's awesome. We love
Sometimes
glam.
It's blue, sometimes it's silver.
What did you say the other day? Grandma Glam. What did you say?
Glam Mama.
Glam Mama.
Glam Mama.
Smoking.
You can have it.
That's all. Oh, yay. That's awesome. I love it. That was great.
Anyway,
awesome.
The reason I got into the other aspect of your life is you've brought it into your salon life now.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I first started the big salon, because I had the glam salon, the big salon, before we downsized, we had that. We had, our consulting. We had the stylists. We had the tinsel. I just got a call yesterday from Guam.
Whoa.
Somebody placed an order from Guam, and the site's even still being rebuilt. It's been down and just kind of points to the Tom McApril's Glam site now, and I'm still getting people. So it's exciting. It just keeps going. I've never sold out with it. I've never, just. You'll go to Walmart and see, the competitors in the clearance bin, and you won't see that with Pop Tinsel. So that's exciting.
Well, one of the things that I noticed while watching you today is that your passion for what you do comes through.
Yeah.
And when you're running your fingers through Mama's hair, trying to figure out what you want to do with it, and then you get that eureka moment of what you want to do, it's written all over you.
Is it really?
You know?
That's so funny.
You have fun doing what you're doing. I've had hairstylists who have absolutely they're just done, and they don't want to be doing this, and they don't want you to be sitting in their chair, and they're just doing this to pay the bills, and you're not doing it well, I'm sure you are doing it to pay the bills, but
it's true.
You really love what you're doing,
and
and
I do love it.
Really comes through. That makes it more fun.
It is fun, and if I could mention that I do have a program that I've kind of taken with me from the big salon to the little studio. It's called No Hair Left Behind. So if you cannot afford to get your hair done, and if you're really, really struggling, I'm talking if you're struggling, you got the kids, you're trying to get a job, you're down and out, I will do your hair on a sliding scale or free, because I care.
So that they can feel good about themselves to go out and get a job.
Oh, absolutely.
Good for you.
Don't wait. Do it. It only takes, if one tube of color, if one piece of tinsel is going to make a difference in somebody's life from working or not working or feeling good about themselves or not, what's it to me? It's nothing.
Good for you.
There are other programs that you do as well. There's other charity work that you do when it comes to hair.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about those.
Lifelong Dreams is one. I was on the board with them for a while, helping with their programs to take mentally and physically challenged children and help achieve their dreams through dramatic performance. So, and that's still going on, and I still help them, and we would go backstage and do tinsel and makeup and stuff like that, and they would have a great time. And they have a performance every year, and that's run by a group of people that just really are giving back to the community, which is fabulous. Casa de Luz also is a nonprofit that helps prevent trafficking from girls and children, and I will do them always for free. I come in and let them run the gamut. They get accessories, they get this. They always try to pay me, and I always donate the money back. So it's all about pay it forward, but it's awesome. People don't know that trafficking for children Las Vegas is the third biggest hub of the United States.
Right.
That awareness needs to be out there, and it is scary. They recently rescued a girl walking through Circus with two men getting it. She was just bought by somebody for $250 by a man in China.
Wow.
So I'm like, and they rescued her, and she's
That's
fine, and she's
bad.
safe.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, go, Casa de Luz. That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's scary.
It's amazing
it's
what you
scary
do for
stuff.
the community, and just you make women feel wonderful about
Oh,
themselves.
I'm glad.
And I'm telling you, by the end of the night, you're going to feel great about yourself too, which is so weird.
I'm working on that. I think that it's funny because when I was doing your hair and I looked at the color and I was looking at you and I was looking at you talking and you animated this that, all I could see was Anne Margaret. And I'm like, I know just what to do. I know just what to do.
That's because I'm sassy.
Yeah, she's got it, And so it's like I picture. I mean, I have this vision. I live in a movie in my head. I think that we all do in a sense. It's like Anne Margaret and Tommy. It's Barbarella. Jane Fonda, and it's like Barefoot in the Park. It's Phantom of the Paradise. All the rock and roll rock opera movies and stuff like that. Mahogany. I just watched the other night. Oh my God, Lady Sings the Blues. I watched both those back to back. Oh my God, the makeup. If you want to see makeup, and I Googled this guy, and he's just doing nothing now. I'm like, oh, you want to come for dinner? It's like, it's amazing. Yeah, these are my influences,
Right,
and I
right.
just, amazing stuff.
All right, I think we should.
Fat Anne Margaret.
It's time for a break.
So not.
Let's give your website. The charities that you do, are those up on your website so you can?
They will be.
Visit?
Yep,
Okay.
they will be. Everything's just so
Right.
so much excitement right now going on, and I will. Everything's going to be coming together on the website with the radio and the tinsel and the tchotchkes and the girls and we got it all.
Okay. When we're going to take a quick break, we're going to be back with the Nationwide BBW Club calendar. Don't go away, and then we're going to talk to April about her sex life. So,
Woohoo!
because she has a story about her pussy on Facebook. You're listening to the Gracious Bounty of Sin City on VegasOnNetRadio.com. We will be right back.
Find all of your favorite adult BBW babes on bbwgirltweet.com.
This is Danny Vegas. Hey, everyone, listen up. The D-Man is finally in the 21st century, and I am now on VegasAllNetRadio.com. Everyone knows I am straight up. So log on and dive in straight up noon every weekday on VegasAllNetRadio.com. I'm going to bring coolness back to business.